Hi there, and thank you for clicking. So today we're going to just talk about accountability. We're going to go right into the definition. We're going to give the 7 reasons why you might not be doing accountable things, and then we're going to give 5 things that can make you more accountable. Now, if you haven't, subscribe, like, and comment. It will really help this channel out. Let's get right into it. So, the accountability definition: the fact of being responsible for what you do and able to give a satisfactory reason for it, or the degree of which it happens. So you must be able to give a reason for what you're doing or the degree of which is going to be happening. So, what are 7 things that are owners doing that are not holding themselves accountable for? So, I would say the first reason that I put on here is not knowing the reason why they're doing something in the first place. You ever seen those chickens that run around with their head cut off? Like they just got their head cut off and they're just running around, they're spewing all over the place, and they can do that for a little while. That's what most owners are like when they're running their business. They have no absolute goals of anything. They have no goals set in place. So the first reason is no reason or no goals set in the business. So you have no concrete way of knowing what you're trying to aim for. You just know you want more money. That's when I speak to owners on the phone. They're like, I just want to make more money. I'm like, how much do you want to make? 50,000, 100,000, 10,000? They don't even think about this. So they're not even holding themselves accountable to a goal. And I think that's the number one thing. If you're going to business and you're running your business, you need to hold yourself accountable to a goal financially in your business. And you need to put yourself in that position to say, hey, how can I get my business or goals to where I need them to be? Second, going based on feelings and not fact. Okay, I see so many people say, oh, I feel this way, I feel that way, but they're not looking at the numbers. They don't look at the how many clients they're retaining. They're not looking at how many people are like coming into their business. They're not looking at their marketing numbers. They're not looking at how their reviews are going. And they say, you know what? They're looking to like say play the blame game for why something is not working, for their hiring, for their marketing, for something. So a lot of it is going based on feelings and fact. And I can tell you, a lot of owners out there think hiring is a problem and they're not putting themselves in the situation. They say my industry is the problem, not my business. You hear that a lot. My industry is like this. That's the problem. Well, make yours the industry standard. So I hear that a lot in a lot of owners, and they don't hold themselves accountable to their own business and hiring. They don't put themselves in a position for hiring. So next, no steady workflow. And I can say this is also a pretty big one. No steady workflow, meaning your weeks are chaotic. You don't do the same thing day in and day out. You're not consistent. You're not being holding yourself consistently to the what you're trying to achieve. I will say I'm trying to put a YouTube video one per week. That's my consistency. So if I'm putting one video out one per week, that's me holding myself accountable. What are you doing? What are those things that you need to be doing in your business that you aren't doing, that you're putting aside and you're not doing consistently? Now, I know that things come up in your business and you might be feeling, okay, maybe I'm down, or maybe there's a whole bunch of things, but at least have certain things that you're doing that you need to stay on point with, like a bare minimum standard, and you need to add to that bare minimum standard. Okay, and that's going to get into my fourth reason, and that's being too comfortable. A lot of owners I see are just too comfortable. They're not in a state of pushing themselves, or they don't. So when times are good, they don't want to push, and when times are bad, that's when they want to push. It's like when shit hits the fan, like during COVID and all that stuff, that's when you saw all the owners freaking out. But when times were good, where were you? Where were you pushing yourself? You weren't. You're like, times are good. Like, I don't need to work. Like, I want to just relax. I want to buy that new car. I want to chill at home, like play video games or something. Most owners don't hold themselves accountable, and they're too comfortable. They're not doing anything to push themselves. And you need to be pushing yourself regardless, out of your comfort zone. Me doing YouTube videos, that's pushing me out of my comfort zone. I'm not used to creating videos. Shit, you guys want this shit. I don't want it, but it's good for the business. It's good for my business. So, you know what? Whatever the business needs, right? Like you got to do it. You got to push yourself out of the discomfort, and that will kind of drive you in different directions as an owner. You know what I'm talking about. Like, we got to go into different places and learn different things. And we got to hold ourselves accountable for being able to do it. No one else is going to do it for us. No one's going to hire for us. No one's going to bring clients in for us. Like, we're there to do it. That's our business relies on it. So number 5 is procrastination. Procrastination is a pretty big one too. And why is this? I feel like owners put it off to the last minute. There's a lot of owners that leave things to the last minute. They don't prioritize their business, they prioritize other things. And I do get that, like, things do come up, but they are not prioritizing themselves. They procrastinate the tasks that they need to do. So if I say, like, okay, you need to post a certain amount of times per week to stay consistent in front of your audience, they'll be like, you know what, I'll do it next week. Yeah, you know what, I got busy. I got busy. What did you get busy doing? You weren't busy making reels or making videos. No, you were busy, working on clients. Sure, maybe you were busy doing other things. Like, what I'm going to say is that procrastination, you know what I'm talking about. We all do it. I do it. I can tell you with my own story. Like, I was procrastinating doing YouTube videos. I procrastinated for so long, and I should have just done it. I don't know why. It's because maybe I was holding myself back from creating the videos, and I just didn't know how I'd feel about putting myself on the internet. I did all kinds of things, like, but in the end of the day, just do it. Like, that was just pretty much the goal that you have to get. And again, I want to talk about more about this topic, but we'll get into it in another video. 6, blaming others and not taking responsibility. So, blame game. That's what I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it the blame game. Blame game is all I hear all the time. You hear from your friends, your family. It's always, this person did it. That person did this to me. That person did that. It's because this situation happened to me that I can't do it. It's because the funds aren't there. Well, you need to know where you are in life is your own doing. You need to take responsibility right now at this moment and say, I'm in the situation that I'm in right now. And we'll go in. That's probably one of the top 5 things you need to do on fixing it. You need to take responsibility, but blaming others for where you are is not cool. It is not where you want to be. It's not the mindset you want to think like. It really gets you in a bad spot of not progressing. And I know that there's things that happen in life. Get past that. Move on. Shit happens, And then 7, prioritizing your business financially. So not prioritizing your business financially over the happiness of other things. So I see people buy cars and all kinds of stuff, and they don't prioritize the business. And then when financial things happen inside the business, they're not able to cover the costs. And it's because they got that new apartment, or they got that new, they just put on so many things on their financially on their bills that they're not financially responsible. So when they get into a tight situation, they're not good with their money and they're not accountable. And then they say, oh, why is this happening to me? So I would say this is probably one of the bigger reasons, is prioritizing your funds. I think a lot of owners don't invest in their business enough. They don't understand how much of an investment you need to do financially. If you make money, you need to put that money back into the business in marketing and knowledge and finances. The money that you make should not be kept in the bank and put on Bitcoin or some crazy stock. I don't care what anyone says. It needs to be invested into your business, because your business is the best money maker. It's the biggest cash flow you're ever going to get. There's nothing that's going to give you bigger cash flow than your business. It is like when stocks can go down, houses can go down. You can see the market right now. But what doesn't go down if you invest in it is your business, because you're betting on yourself. You're not betting on anything else. The market doesn't dictate it. Your market is based on how well you succeed. You can beat your competitors. You can be better than them. You can do things better. You have the chance because you control it. You have full control over the things that you do. So financially investing in your business over other things. So what are 5 things that can make you get success today to hold yourself accountable? 1, setting goals and dates. I think setting goals and dates could be the number 1 thing that you can do. Put those dates in front of you, those goals in front of you, And I don't mean financially goals, though I do think you should have a financial goal, but I mean the mini goals. How many clients do we want to hit this month? How many sales do we want to make? What price do we want to get to? And then setting dates for that, saying, how can we get the ball rolling? If you come on a call with me, I want to know what's your game plan. I want to know when you're speaking, when we have that conversation, what is your game plan? What are you trying to achieve? What is it that you want to do? Okay. And I want goals and dates. Most owners don't even have that. Two, put the goals in front of you, man. Put them on the fridge. Put them on in front of you where you can see them. Have a clear image somewhere in front of you every day. Put it on your workstation. Put it everywhere. Have goals in front of you. Make it apparent. Tell all your friends about it. Okay? Put the goals in front of you. If it's out of sight, it's out of mind. If you're putting them on the computer and stashing them in a dock somewhere, do not do that. That is the worst thing you can do. Put the goals in front of you so that you can see them. 3, schedule. You need to schedule in your workflow. If you don't schedule in your flow, you won't know what the flow is looking like and you're going off the whim. Schedule your events. I use Google Calendar for my scheduling. We'll talk about that as a hack later on, but schedule your events. Schedule your workflow. I don't want people going off whims here. You know, there's times to go off whims, you know, like you have the times and the dates where you have like, 6 to 9, that's you time, but at least it's scheduled you time. You can go off the flow and you can book vacations, but just if you stick to a schedule, it will definitely be better for your business. 4, let people know what you're trying to accomplish. If you don't let people know, other people can hold you accountable. And that's what the great thing is. So I'm holding myself accountable by telling you guys I'm trying to create this one video per week. One YouTube video per week, at least for this channel, on some sort of topic, helping owners build better businesses, talking to salon, barbershop, and spas mainly. But if you're any owner, this would definitely help you. This is a big video. I would watch it a whole way through. It's important stuff that you're going to be adding. So telling other people, holding them accountable to the things that they need to be doing. Number 5, get a partner. Get a partner to help you, or get a coach. Get a partner or a coach. If you go to the gym, get a partner, get a coach, pay someone to be there. Doesn't matter. Hold yourself accountable to the thing that you're going to do. If you're going to do it, get someone to hold you accountable to it. Find someone that is in the same boat as you. It will really help. It will really motivate you. You both will be on the same page, or get a coach who's already done it. A coach who's already done it, which is probably number 6. And I forgot that I had 6, but I put 5, but there's 6. Get a coach who's already done it, who's already have a planned success. If you don't have a plan, you don't know what you need to do, then hire someone to do it. Like, hold you accountable to the things you need to do. And that's what I tell my clients. That's why they hire me. They're like, Mike, what can I do to better my business? So those are the things that I can suggest. That's basically the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoy. Again, like, subscribe, and comment. I want to know your thoughts below. I hope this video helped you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.